Chair, I'll be splitting my time three ways. Chair, I have an article here from CBC wherein the Minister of Immigration asked the federal government to fully eliminate the cap on new immigrants, no limit. Does she still believe that there should be no limits on how many people enter Canada?
Thank you very much, Mr. Chair, and thank you for taking my first question today and estimates from that member. So I've been the minister for a total of about 3 weeks already, and I don't recall saying statements like that. Thank you.
The CBC article right here, she asked for a full removal of caps on immigrants. Would she agree that the amount of people coming into Canada must be immediately and massively reduced? Massively reduced.
So, Mr. Chair, again, we are managing our targets. We have committed to reduce both our permanent residents and our temporary allocations. We have a 2025, 27 levels.
Well, member.
But she hasn't. The government is letting in hundreds of thousands of foreign students, temporary foreign workers. Why is she persisting in letting in hundreds of thousands of people when Canada is in the middle of a healthcare crisis?
Speaker, we are working towards sustainable immigration by reducing our temporary resident numbers as well as our permanent residents. We have tabled the 2-year levels plan, and it is there for them.
But that's baloney. All the statistics show that they've actually increased those numbers, and meanwhile, Canadians can't get into an emergency room. Why are they persisting in bringing in hundreds of thousands of students and temporary foreign workers on temporary visas when people can't find jobs?
Let's use the facts here. Her numbers are totally inaccurate. There's been 290,000 net new arrivals into Canada through the International Student Program. I don't know where she comes up with numbers. I would contextualize the numbers that she seems to read.
For you, Mr. Chair, the reality is that there were way less than 290,000 housing starts last year, and there's a lot more than 290,000 people waiting for family doctors right now. Why is she persisting in raising immigration levels when people can't find a doctor or a job?
So, Mr. Chair, again, I would say we are working on sustainable immigration. We have committed to reduce the temporary numbers as well as our permanent residency numbers. Canada.
Not sustainable is that there's 500,000 people, roughly 500,000 people, as of December, who need to be removed from the country. How many have been removed?
Again, Mr. Chair, I say to you, those numbers are taken way out of context.
I would ask her to say that to somebody who can't find housing in Toronto right now. There are 500,000 people, at least, in Canada who have no legal reason to be here. How many have been removed since this report came out in December?
So, Mr. Chair, we recognize there are challenges in our housing and infrastructure. That is why we have tabled the levels plan that works on sustainable immigration. We are reducing our permanent residency number.
Let's talk about challenges. Our ERs are overflowing. People can't find homes or jobs. And the levels report has immigration going up. How many people have been removed of the 500,000 that are on deportation orders that were announced in December?
Mr. Chair, to be clear, when people's visa expire, they are expected to leave the country. That is a question for CBSA and the Minister of Public.
Not leaving the country. That's the problem. They're not leaving. And she won't tell us how many have been removed. What's the plan to get them to leave?
So, Mr. Chair, again, to you, through you, to the member. We have rules in this country, and we expect people to follow those rules.
That's right.
Member.
Being followed. Does she not understand that if we do not remove people who do not have a legal right to be here, that the system is meaningless? Will she admit that the system, they broke it, and it's out of control?
Mr. Chair, CBSA is in charge of removals. I would suggest that she should be asking the Public Safety Minister the questions on that. Again, I say to you, we have rules.